Just all for the general public.
You don't, yeah,
because there's other stuff we could do with WIC that you don't have to be a client for, like request records,
which we totally
and stuff
understand.
like
but this room is not it.
Because you're not.
Yeah, if you could write it down.
I'm not going to write it down. You have to write it in your own.
You guys kind of have to, yeah.
No, I do not have to write anything down.
You do. It's in the law.
No, I don't have to write anything down.
You can do your First Amendment right, but I'm just saying they're having confidential conversations in that office, and you're infringing that.
But you're telling them to play music to try to stop it.
So they get the white noise, so you can't hear, so they won't be on that. I did.
What's going on, Bay fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency, and we're back at it once again. For this video, we're in the city of Berkeley, California. We went ahead and went to like a little public health department building in Berkeley that had a WIC office. I was actually there to go to that WIC office because somebody that saw my visit to the other WIC office in Oakland asked me to go to this Berkeley office. I guess they had some bad encounters. So I went there to go ahead and check it out. At first, I had talked to one of the women staff there. We had a great conversation. It was no big deal. She was eating her food, asking me about my gimbal, so on and so forth. Just a good conversation. But then I knew it was going to be an issue when they tried to tell me I couldn't go down certain hallways. I just agreed with them, but I had every intention of going down that hallway anyways. And then they came, they got rude and kind of blew up on me, so to speak. At the end, one of the ladies was so mad, she started trying to play music on her phone around me because she thinks this copyrighted music thing is something that we can't circumvent. However, we can completely circumvent the music thing, so I don't know why they do it. Not only that, but then she went and told other people in the office, hey, you guys should put on some music while he's in here, and she tried to make it seem like, oh, it was for white noise, which was completely false and untrue. She's a complete liar. She was doing it because she thinks she's gonna get the video taken down or not put up. Sorry, girl, not gonna happen. I know how to get around that, no problem. So people, quit doing it. It makes you look bad. It makes you look unprofessional. Anyways, remember, these videos are always unscripted and posted in chronological order as they happen. Don't let the employee say that's heavily edited and it didn't happen like that, because remember, I always keep the full unedited version in case they try to lie. I can expose more of their lies. Follow us on Facebook, Bay Area Transparency Official. Follow us on Instagram at Bay Area Transparency. Subscribe, like, and share. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we do have memberships on all of our social medias. You can subscribe to us on Facebook. You can subscribe on YouTube. And you can subscribe on Instagram. We're trying to figure out ways that we can reward that. Maybe some member-only lives or something like that. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm trying to figure it out, wrap my head around it, and do more. We got a lot coming. We have a lot of videos in the vault right now. We are pumping them out, baby. It's BAT. And I'm out.
Oh, this is cool. How's it going, man? How you doing? Pretty good. I do, but not just yet though. I'll definitely let you know when I'm ready.
Do you want to speak to the manager?
No, I don't need anything like that. Oh, it looks like somebody's having a meeting in here. I've never seen a meeting before. That's interesting. It's a cool mural. I like the colors. I like the drawing and everything. Hi, how are you?
I'm Rachel. Are you filming for?
Just why am I filming? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I was just I'm the program manager, so I just have to see what's going on.
Yeah, just for myself. Just something I got that I'm working on.
Oh, you're working on? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Are you making films for just generally? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I always have different reasons. I never know where it's gonna happen. Yeah, at the end. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's fine out here. Just not in the offices because sometimes we have clients in there. During the certain clients are coming to like our immunization room Zoom, and we have different programs within here.
Oh
So-
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not going any offices.
Okay.
Really, I was just looking at the mural and stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool, huh?
Yeah, I liked it. I like it.
Well, if you have any questions about the building, let me know and what we serve here. But yeah, I would just say, I just had to let you know, don't go into the offices because we do have clients that come in here for services.
Yeah, the only offices that I'll go into are ones that are open. Like if people go into them, if the other public goes into them, I'll probably go in and take pictures. But
Yeah, usually it's
So just not past the corridors. So we have a nurse's office there, and we have our WIC offices there that sees clients. Right here, we have a person that sees a client, so just no audio right here, because I think she's on the phone with a client. But anywhere, just long as it's not in the corridors or the kitchen, because it's unsafe.
well, yeah, of course, I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
definitely
that's
not going to go in the
So,
kitchen. Yeah,
definitely Join the mural, see our pictures. You can get me.
awesome. That's pretty cool. Oh, here's more information. Huh?
Come here.
Why not?
Because it's, first of all, listen to the bill. I mean, it's not audio. Like you can hear private conversations in here. These are offices where they are conducting sessions with clients. So you can't come here.
So where was the main WIC office that you go to?
So-
Like where do the people go for WIC? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to
wait
get the
in
information.
They wait in the front.
They wait in the front for WIC?
Yeah, you have to wait. You have to have an actual WIC client to be in here. So if you need information for WIC, they'll bring you whatever you need in the front.
Oh, this is stuff
These
just
are
out,
so this
right?
space is for clients that are already signed up for WIC. So if you want to be a parent of WIC, they can sign you up and you can come back in the front.
But the public does come back here?
Only if they're a registered client for WIC.
Yeah, because
So you
we're
have to-
having client meetings and this, it's not soundproof. So
Yeah.
for the, sake of people's confidentiality, we want to protect people's
That's it.
privacy.
But I mean, that's why I was looking. The doors are open. I made sure to check the
'Cause it's hot
signs.
in here.
Nothing
It's
says
just, that's it, it's hot.
nothing says you can't come in. It's not a restricted area, right?
Oh,
It's all
so
open
we just,
to the public.
the reason that's why we said don't come down the hallways.
Now let me stop that right there real quick, Bay Fam, because I'm seeing this a lot. Do you see what they're saying? They're saying basically you have to have an appointment to come back here, which isn't true. This is the thing. This is a WIC office. There's an open public lobby in here. This building has several different departments. So you can come back to whichever one of these departments you want to. Now, in this area, what I'm seeing a lot is, and the police have told employees this, which is clearly out of line, just put up papers that say restricted access or authorized personnel, and then these dudes can't cross it. So they put up those papers anywhere and everywhere, and then when somebody comes back and says, oh, I'm here to see WIC, they say, yeah, it's back there, and they let them go back there. I was recording this all day at the Berkeley Unified School District when I did a revisit. The offices they told me I couldn't go into, somebody would walk up and ask for that office, they'd be like, it's right there. They would open the door and let them right in. But yet they wouldn't let me in. They think they can control our access simply by putting up signs. And I want all of our public employees, police included, to understand this. Just because you put up restricted or authorized personnel signs doesn't mean that's true. If you put up an authorized personnel only sign, but yet the public goes back there freely whenever they come knock on the door or whatever, with or without an appointment, then we too with a camera can go back there freely. You don't get to restrict our access and allow them to have access. And the California Penal Code on trespassing is very, very clear. And you can look at it right here on the screen. It very clearly says if this area is open to the public, they can be there. And you can't restrict our access to these public areas because we're exercising our constitutional rights. It does not work that way. So understand this. I go to places all the time and I see authorized personnel signs all the time in areas that I know for a fact I can go to, and I always pass them, and I'm going to continue to pass them unless it's truly an area I am not supposed to be in. The frivolous signs need to stop. So police, law enforcement, actually learn the laws. Stop telling these people that we're here just to create a confrontation and start problems, because you've seen my earlier interaction with these girls. I was very nice and respectful. Now they're about to get out of line, and I'm going to continue to have a conversation with them. However, when you tell people, police officers, that we're here just for problems to start a confrontation, you're basically talking shit about what we're doing and the people we are. That isn't true. Most of us don't start confrontations. People come and start the confrontations with us because we have a camera. What you should be telling these people is, look, he can go into any public areas with or without his camera. So if you let the other members of the public go in, he can go in as well. There's nothing we can do about it. He's not violating a law. We understand it might be uncomfortable to be recorded, but that's what we signed up for as public servants. Be professional, do your job the right way, and everything will be fine. But no, cops now come and blame it on us and say we're there for confrontation and all this nonsense. Oh, put up these signs, then he can't pass them or we'll arrest him. Well, you're going to be arresting me a lot because I'm going to pass those signs. If I see public going in there, I'm going in there. That's the bottom line. And if you want to arrest me and put your career and your qualified immunity on the line, then have at it, baby. My lawyers are very good at what they do.
That was the reason we said don't come down the hallways, because at any time you can always hear a confidential conversation because they're not soundproofed in here.
Which is weird because say I'm just a WIC parent, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting in here waiting for my turn.
You have to have a meeting, or like usually people who come, they come for an appointment or they come to get a service. So they come and get a service and leave. So unless you want a service.
Yeah, I'm getting a service. Yeah.
Okay, but if you want to sign up for WIC, we can sign you up in the front.
I don't have to sign up for what I'm doing, yeah. Because I'm just getting this information. And then I'm taking pictures of the public lobby.
This information here is for clients that are already signed up for WIC. If you want information about the WIC program, that's in the front.
This information's just all for the public.
No.
This is for the clients.
Yeah. For clients that are registered for WIC. That's what this room is for.
This is just all printed for, I know that for a fact,
so
right?
You have
this is all
to
printed
be a
for the public.
No, not for the general public. This room is not for the general public. This client room is for WIC associates and people who are clients already of WIC. If you're interested in becoming a client of WIC, you can go back in the front and they'll give you information about being a WIC client. And when you become a WIC client, you're entitled to come in here and get the information that you want.
Is it a WIC employee in the front that works specifically for WIC?
We can call one for you.
So all of us are employees by public health, and so we all have protocols in place to be able to help assist our clients or the community of what they need. So to become a WIC client, you have to be eligible for WIC services. So this room is a WIC service room. So usually only people who are clients come into this room if they have an appointment or need a certain service. And then so it's not open to the public to come into to go get resources. We have the resources here, so in case a client does need something, we're like, oh, we have this for you.
Right, well, then that's what I'm saying. These are just all this stuff here. It's just all for the general public. You don't, yeah, because there's other stuff we could do with WIC that you don't have to be a client for, like request records.
Which we totally
and stuff
understand, but this room is not it. So this room is already for specific clients, not the general public. That's what we're telling you.
Yeah, and for the confidentiality of our clients, if they were in here, that would not be respectful of their confidentiality to be here with a camera.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if I was here, say I was getting services here, and you guys were talking to somebody there, and there, everybody could hear everybody's conversation. There's no different with my camera, right?
It's definitely a difference because they already signed paperwork, confidentiality, and everything because they became a WIC client. So if you wanted to become a WIC client, we can start that process. You just have to start in the front. That's it.
I'm going to get public information, public records from WIC. This is some of it, right? And this is some of it as well. And like I said, this is just open. I made sure to check every sign. I looked at the doors. The doors are open. It's open for people to come talk to the. Well, hold on, I'm speaking. It's open to the public for people to come here and to deal with WIC, right?
Listen, we get it, but like I said,
well, that's what I'm doing.
This is not the space for the general public for WIC.
I
If
did-
you want their waiting room,
Yeah, I totally
you
disagree.
can go sit, it's right up in the front.
And yeah, we have the waiting room that's for the general public to get into the services. But if you're not in the services, like I can't have you in the immunization room if you're not going to be getting immunizations. So if you're not going to be here in WIC because you're not getting a service, I can't have you in
But
this
you
room
keep
as
saying I'm
well.
not getting a service, but I said, yeah, I'm going to get
But
a
we
service.
need you to
from
go
you.
back in the
So
front
are
to
you
go get
interested in
eligible.
applying for WIC today?
No, I don't need WIC. I'm going to get records from you guys. I'm going to get public information, public records
So
under
for
the
that, you
California
have to
Public
go through the
Information Act.
city.
It's not true.
So
They
do
go
you
right
need
through WIC.
information about breastfeeding or early childhood development or
We
We
know
don't
that's just
have records here.
Yeah, but I can file a records request here, and that's just per the California
No.
state law. And then you guys have 10
No,
days
we
to
don't,
respond.
we don't have records, period, here.
Yeah, you do.
No, we do not. We're paperless. We don't have any records in this
But you
location.
guys,
This is, it's like staff here
everybody's
and
talking at
private
once.
consultations only. That's it for this area.
This is just an open WIC office.
No, it's,
Yeah.
no,
Does the public come back here?
only if we have a consultation and
So
appointment.
if they come back here, it's open to the public. That's
to
what I'm trying to explain to you guys.
A WIC client that
You don't
has.
have to be a client to get stuff from WIC. That's what I keep trying to explain
No,
to
you have
guys.
to be a client to get stuff from
No,
WIC.
I don't. It's a California law. I can come here and request public records at any time.
What are you requesting?
Well, I haven't said it yet because we've been having this pointless
Okay,
conversation.
I'm
So
asking you,
if
what
you
do
want to
you-
get a pen and paper, I can request it, and you can write it down for me, and then
You
you guys
could
have
just
10
tell
days
me
to
what is
respond.
it that you want to request.
Well, I don't want to say it, and then I have to say it again when you write it down, right? I'd rather just say it once. So if you want to get a pen and paper, I'll gladly tell you, and
Okay, let's get you a pen.
then we
And
can
all
be good.
all public records requests has to go through the online to our city attorney.
That's
It's
not
all
true.
on, it's all online.
It's not true.
Let's see
So,
what it is he's requesting
everything-
because you're not.
Yeah, if you
telling us-
could write it down.
I'm not going to write it down.
You
You have
guys-
to write it in
You
your
guys
own.
kind of have to, yeah.
No, I do
It's-
not have to write anything down.
You do. It's in the law.
No, I don't have to write anything down.
You do.
What would you like?
So I'd like her full name.
Monique,
Perfect. We're gonna get more. I'll get her salary.
It's all online.
I know, but
Yeah, it's online.
I can also request it, and that's what I'm doing. And we'll get her a copy of her last 2 paycheck stubs. Her work-related email address.
I can give you that right now.
Oh, I know, and that's what I was trying to explain to you guys. All this information in here is out
no,
for
what else
the
do you
public.
need?
So we can just be here, right?
What else do you need? Anything else? Because
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. Correct.
Okay, we're listening.
I know, but I'm just trying to show you guys what you're wrong about what you're saying, right? So
I haven't
even
said
if I finish
anything
this, I'm
except
still gonna
for
stay
what
here
is
because I have to
it
take
that
some
you're
pictures, so-
requesting.
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, what else?
Well, I'll do it in a minute. How about
You
that?
said if we had a
I'll get my
pen,
pictures.
if we had a pen, we could go
Yeah,
ahead and take
but
it.
now I'm just gonna get my pictures real quick that I need. No, that's the thing. You guys have to understand. Like all these cards, this is all public
Go ahead,
info.
take them.
I'm going to. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is all public info. It's for us.
You're right.
right. So, but how come a minute ago when I was like, I'm trying to get public records, public information, everybody was like, no, you can't be
Not
here.
everybody was. I
and
just
this is
asked
not
you,
public.
what do you want? What are you requesting?
Childhood development or
we
We
know
don't
that's just
have records here.
Yeah, but I can file a records request here, and that's just per the California
No.
state law. And then you guys have 10
No,
days to
we
respond.
don't have records, period, here.
Yeah, you do.
No, we do not. It's like staff here
Everybody's
and
talking at
private
once.
consultations only. That's it for this area.
This is just an open WIC office.
No, it's.
Yeah. If you could write it down.
I'm not going to write it down.
You
You
guys-
have to write it in
You
your
guys
own.
kind of have to, yeah.
No, I do
It's-
not have to write anything down.
You do. It's in the law.
No, I don't have to write anything down.
Be
Not
here,
everybody was. I
and
just
this is
asked
not
you,
public.
what do you want? What are you requesting?
Well, I'm gonna get all kind of stuff, but first, my first thing I wanted to do was get this public information, document the inside of the WIC lobby, which it's open to the public and we have every right to do, and that's what I'm going to
Okay.
do. And then I'll probably document some more stuff. I'll request records from you guys. I'll be done at that point, and I'll probably be on my way. So it should have been simple and not a big
I don't
argument,
know what you,
but
before that, but I'm just saying in this room, I'm just asking you, how can I help you?
right. So right now, I'm going to take pictures.
Go
and
ahead.
then I will request information before I leave the building. And then that's really all I need from you guys. I'll get whatever here I see that I need, that I was asked to get, and that I need for my own personal stuff.
Okay.
And then that's it. But
All right, and who are you
your-
representing?
Just me. I'm just by
Okay.
myself. But your guys' notion that, like, you can't record in
I don't
here
know
and you
about
can't.
motion or whatever.
Well, you said it yourself.
I never said you couldn't record anything.
You-
You just now started talking to me, right?
No, you started in a while ago. But
No, I
what-
said, what are you requesting?
Okay, so we agree that I'm recording and I can record and I'm good, right?
And we had.
Yeah, go ahead and record.
Awesome, thank you.
But you cannot
We
record
shouldn't
any
have-
clients.
I can, but I don't.
But we
Right?
have
It's
HIPAA
just my.
regulations still.
Well,
But
then
you guys
there's
have to
none
adhere
in
to
here
HIPAA. I
right
don't
now,
have to
so.
adhere to HIPAA.
we
Yeah,
don't just
and
need
that's
to
why I
argue.
kind of listened real quick, and I'm like, it sounds like nobody's in there, no clients. I typically, it's against my policy to record random people who are here
Got
to do
it.
their business,
I appreciate
but
that.
employees. But I'm just saying I can. If I wanted to, I could. I just don't, because I just don't think that
Got it.
it's any of my business what they have going on. So.
So why don't you go ahead and do what you have to do in this office? I do have to provide a little bit of
Me too,
oversight.
because we have personal things in our offices, so like, you know, I have to make sure that everything is safe as well too.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would do that if you wanted to. But like
we
I
have
said,
client records in offices, so we have to make sure that like.
well, you wouldn't have those in the view of the public, right?
No,
No,
they're
we're
locked
behind
up.
these
But I'm not
closed
going to have you go into the offices where they're locked up either.
So if it's just a person, like back here, I would totally agree that unless I was invited back behind one of these doors, I couldn't go back behind one of these doors.
I think that's all
But
they
here, I could, right? And
Go
so
ahead. It's-
I totally agree.
unless
So
the client comes
if
in.
the other offices are like that, where you can come into a waiting lobby like this is, kids to play and all that stuff, we can come in here and record. If I was a client or whatever, we could also record all of our interactions with the employees.
Of course.
So
And we've had that before.
I know, I'm just wondering why I was getting a lot of the like
Why don't you go ahead and,
not correct,
yeah,
pushback. So
why don't you go ahead and, yeah. do
yeah, I will. Right now we're just talking, so I'm just
Go ahead and film you, we're just gonna stand here.
doing my thing. Okay, so now all of a sudden we can be in here and we can get the pictures that we need. But a second ago we couldn't. And we had to leave, and this wasn't open to the public, and all this other stuff, which is, I know for a fact wasn't true, so I was never going to listen to that. Even the first time they told me, I just wasn't going to argue with them when they came up to try to argue with me, right? It was pointless. I was just going to come in anyways and do whatever I was going to do. So but there's boxes and boxes of it. So, I mean, I like that. I think that's a good thing. It's important to have these boxes of stuff for people, right? It's super
is
important.
an authorized personnel only. This is my office where I have information
Yeah,
about
for sure. I didn't go in there.
WIC participants and clients.
Cool. Yeah,
So if you
I didn't
can-
go in there.
Please respect that space.
Yeah, I'm not going in there. I'm just getting the documentation I need and pictures. So definitely won't go in there. I won't go anywhere that I'm not supposed to be at. So. And what was your name?
My name is Jocelyn. It's here
Jocelyn,
on
okay.
my door.
Cool. So yeah, it sounds like Jocelyn called their either law enforcement, or if you're taking a picture or video, it's going to let you know you're making a public record, and I'm going to request a copy of it. So I just gave you what's called a litigation hold, so don't erase it, okay? You're
No,
actually
I'm not taking any picture of you. I'm checking my own email.
I doubt that. You didn't need to point the camera at me and then move it away when just check an email, but that's okay. Like I said, I'll request it.
Yeah, I contacted our city manager.
Jocelyn, don't engage,
It's
please.
not law enforcement, just, yeah, that's.
Oh, I was just saying somebody who knew, you were getting information from somebody who knew. And they told you, yes, he can be
Jocelyn,
here
yeah,
and
I'm not-
record, right?
I-
Jocelyn,
yeah,
do
I
not
will. not.
Just
engage.
speak with me?
You could go ahead
I'm
and,
gonna go back to work, actually.
Okay.
yeah, you got
I
clients to
have
see.
people to serve.
That's funny. It was just a conversation. I was just trying to see if they got the information that she was supposed to get. It couldn't have to at all be a negative conversation, but I guess she made it one. She had to make it one. That don't make sense, but whatever. Yes. Do you guys give away the baby wipes and diapers to the mothers, just and fathers probably? I'm assuming just when they come.
Foster parents, grandparents.
Nice.
Yep.
That's why there's such a big supply.
Mhm.
And so.
Well, we just got one in today.
Oh, okay, okay. And so, do they have to say somebody comes? I'm a father off the street, and I got my child, and I need diapers. Can I just come in here and be like, "Hey, I need diapers," and you guys help that person out, or?
They would have to be enrolled in the program.
Okay, they'd have to be enrolled in the WIC program to get diapers. So, and is there a what's the word I'm looking for? Is it like a lengthy process to do?
No.
I grew
Oh,
up.
you
on,
mean to-
I grew up on WIC, but I didn't.
You didn't go through the application process. It is not a lengthy process.
So they just do an application. They're approved in
At least 24 hours.
24 hours. Nice, and then they can get help immediately.
Immediately, they
Nice.
get a WIC card that has healthy food benefits on it. They have access to WIC nutritionists, breastfeeding specialists, and dietitians to help them manage their diet and health.
Nice. And do they get formula as well in case the parent can't breastfeed or whatever?
Absolutely.
Nice. Good. Okay, so you have no clue how many of these public programs I ask these questions to, and it's like, oh yeah, well they should be approved within 2 weeks or 20 days, and it's like people need stuff now. They don't. Some people don't need it in 20 days, and some people can wait.
I
right?
get that.
So that's good.
Especially food.
Right. That's
Or
good that
formula.
within 24 hours you guys are
if
having
somebody
people.
comes in early enough, then sometimes it's the same day.
If they're like here at 8 in the morning or whatever, sometimes you guys can get them approved
Or
really
even if
quick.
they came like right now,
Mhm.
if they had like Medi-Cal and CalFresh,
Gotcha.
they're adjunctively eligible, and we could, if we could fit them into the schedule and get them a card and enroll.
It's crazy what they're doing with Medi-Cal right now. My wife's a Medi-Cal specialist through an insurance, pharmacy insurance agency, and she says that they're making it harder and harder for people to even get into that or for it to be billed and charged, and she sets up a lot of the coding for it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She says they're like literally trying to kill it and squash it. So many people need it, you know what I mean? So interesting part of the story. Okay, got what I got in here. I will ask for my public records in a little bit, and I'm gonna move on my way. So
Nice meeting you.
likewise. They have masks and stuff for people here when they come in the back, probably employees in case they want to wear a mask. This is not an exit. I didn't see any of these. I didn't see these up when I walked down here the first time. I need to look at that. If this is a office where they're doing work, then we can hop in here. Like I said, this wasn't up, so they've been going around. I'm gonna go play my video back, but I think they've been going around and posting these, thinking that they can just now keep you out. And if it wasn't there the first time I walked through, then I can absolutely go in there, right? Like it's just a dumb thing to do. They shouldn't have done that. All right. Now we go venture down the other venture this way. This is the front.
Oh, it's not public right here. All offices.
It's still public. It's open to public.
How long do you can't go into your offices?
Yeah, as long as they're private. But if there is a thing like the WIC area where
There's not.
where
We
there's a
don't see
lobby,
clients back there.
yeah, so
I'm back there with my purse.
all. So now they went around and put all these new signs up on every door. Like, I've seen these on this side. Yeah, I was just seeing the other ones I've seen. And like I said, if it's a signs or no signs don't matter to me, right? Because what they should have right here that would alleviate a lot of this if the public never comes down here. would just be a sign at the sign-in thing, right? Authorized personnel, because it seems like if the public doesn't come down here, but that's, yeah, so there's no setup. Like, look at this right here. There's no chairs or anything at the desk right there.
That's my office. So, just, yeah, want to make sure that everyone in.
Okay, do your thing. So, like I was trying to say a second ago, you could see right here that there's no chairs set up, like right in front right there. Now, if she meets with people, maybe they move a chair over. But if there were chairs in front, that would be a clear indication that the public at some point comes back there, right? There are no chairs there, so we can see these ones. So this one does have chairs on the other end. See, so the public at some point does come back here, right? There's chairs right there for somebody to sit across from whoever's working there and get the information. So this one as well, there's chairs right there for somebody sitting across, so they can't do what I was about to say. This is like a little box that's been broken into. Oh no, it's just open. Or is it so easy for me to remove music from my videos talking about?
Just to get, yeah. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Just to get a reaction, that's not true. That's a lie. All just to get a reaction. I find it funny when people say that if I wanted a reaction, I could have been doing all kind of stuff to elicit a reaction. Right?
Some music or something so no one can record your confidential conversations. I think that's what you guys might have to do right now.
She's telling them to put on music.
Because they're trying to have confidential conversations.
My editor just pulls that right out. Takes
I
him
know,
3
but
seconds.
You can definitely get anybody to edit you want, sir. We know this is a YouTube thing. You can do your First Amendment right, but I'm just saying they're having confidential conversations in that office, and you're infringing that
But
right
you're
now.
telling them to play music to try to
So
stop
they
it.
get the white noise, so you can't hear, so they won't be on that. I sure did.
Yeah.
Can they play some type of white noise
It's a
so they
bad
won't
idea.
get their confidential calls?
Like
your
you did up
recording?
front?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you're trying to stop my recording.
No, because I don't want you to hear my calls or my conversations. They're confidential. That's
Okay.
it.
If I wanted a confrontation, you'd be the one to give it, for sure. You going in here? Yeah. No problem.
We actually have a
like
WIC
I-
client coming
like I said,
through, so just letting you know that they're coming back here right now, so if you just please don't film them.
That's fine. Like I said, I keep other people off
Yeah,
if
I
I
just wanted to
can.
give you a warning that they're coming over, so they might be here any second.
Okay. You know, they end up on these videos. They work for the public. They act a fool. They act stupid. And then they do what that lady did. It's just, oh, it's all for a reaction. It's all for this. It's all for that. If you would have been professional, there would have never been a reaction. If I wanted a reaction, I'd be calling you out your name. I'd be doing all kind of other crazy stuff. So it's not me wanting a reaction. I was being super professional and nice. So.
Yes, what kind of information would you like?
Do you work for WIC specifically?
I work for public health.
WIC or not?
I oversee all the programs within this building. So I supervise and oversee as one of the program managers to support all the staff and the programs in this building.
Right. So the way the law works, if I don't give the records request to an employee of the agency I'm requesting the records
I
from,
read it.
Yeah, it's fine.
it could be void, right?
Okay,
It's
I
not
am
the law,
with,
so.
how can I help you?
So where do we end up at?
Just
with
my
your
name,
stuff?
email, and pay stubs.
The last 2 pay stubs. Okay. I'll take all the emails that you sent for August 1st, August 4th, and August 5th. Sent and received is actually what all.
Of last year?
Of this year, 2025.
Because we're only, today is only August 4th.
I know.
I thought
So you have 10 days to respond, right?
So
So
what
by the
dates did
10
you say
days,
again?
the 5th will be
First,
passed.
4th, and 5th.
1st, 4th, and 5th.
All emails sent and received.
Got it? Anything else?
Yeah. memorandums or trainings you guys have on people exercising their constitutional rights when dealing with you guys?
Okay.
Assuming you've been
Like civil
trained and-
rights laws? Constitutional rights?
No, just training on
Yeah, the
the
trainings.
public exercising their rights when
Got it.
in this building.
What's your name?
Yeah. I don't give it.
Why am I gonna give you this information?
I'll be back in 10 days to get it. Yeah, I can just come back. And then we'll do the same, all that same information for Jocelyn.
I think
as
that
well.
I do need to have your name.
You don't.
Okay, so we'll look into that.
Yeah, I'll give a call.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
you
I
can,
do
you
think
can,
I
you
need
can
to
do
have-
PRAs anonymously, so it's in the law. Because that we don't need to say why we're getting the records or who we are. We can just get them.
Okay, so you're
well,
saying
Same information for
you will
Jocelyn.
be back in 10 days? I'm
Yeah.
not sure I'll have all this in 10 days, but we'll see.
Well, you'll have to have a response.
Oh, okay, I could have a
Because there's an
response.
extension built in the law, right? In case it's a lot. Some of the
Well,
files
if it's a
can be
lot,
extensive.
then, yeah, because I got a job here to do too.
Right.
But,
Well,
yeah.
that's why I'm sure you're probably gonna send it to the PIO for the public health department. That's typically what happens. You guys will probably have like a public records request officer or something.
Okay,
So
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just forward it. But anyways, so we'll get all that same information for Jocelyn. as well.
Got it? Mm-hmm.
And any WIC issued cell phones to the employees here. I want.
Okay, so you have all those. They're on the cards that you took.
I don't have what I'm about to ask for.
I thought you said our work cell numbers.
Any of the cell phones supplied or issued to employees from WIC, I want the phone bill for the month of July. A copy of the phone bill.
Phone bill for a month of July.
Correct.
Yeah, that might take some time.
And that'll be it for WIC. I will.
All right,
I will
I'll
do the
bring
rest of
her out if you want to.
Yeah,
do
I'm
it.
gonna do some with them for her and her.
Okay, I'm good.
Yep, I don't need nothing else from you guys. Thank you.
All right.
PRA.
So we'll get your full name, your salary. Excuse me. We'll get your a copy of your last 2 pay stubs, and we'll get your publicly issued email address. I'll ask for a copy of all of your emails sent on August 1st, August 4th, and August 5th of this year. Any trainings you guys have or memorandums regarding individuals exercising their rights in the public building. Any and all emails you receive and send out regarding my visit here today. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of those. And if you said you work for public health department, okay, if there are any cell phones issued to employees for this building specific from the public health, I would like the phone bill of July 2025 for those cell phones.
So all cell phones that are issued to this building?
Yeah, so if 1 or 2 of you have a cell phone issued by the public health department, the phone bill for last month from those cell
What if
phones.
it's not by the public health department, but they're by different, I mean, it's not, technically we have many different grants, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Not all of us are on one budget.
right. So I'll say any publicly issued cell phones, we'll say that, for this building.
Publicly issued cell
Yeah, so
phones.
if it's from a public agency, any cell phones, I'll take the bill for July 2025 for any cell phones that have been issued by a public agency to an employee that works at this address. That way it's very specific, because sometimes they come and they're like, we have 50 cell phones. I'm like, you don't have 50 employees there, right? So,
No, but I mean, like, we have a bill with maybe 60 people, but all coming from different budgets. But they're not from here. You know what I
gotcha.
mean?
And that's for a cell phone?
that is for like, basically, we don't, like someone else is a holder of our cell phone bills and they're the ones who figure out who gets paid on what. But these people that are on that bill could be from mental health, or it could be from aging, or it can be from somewhere else.
Alright,
So
I'll
you would
cancel.
get a bill for like everyone.
I'll cancel that then, because that's
Yeah.
gonna be too much for me to go through. I don't need that.
Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to like let you know. Realistically, it's gonna be big.
Yeah, I don't want that much info. That's too much. And then I'll take all the same information I requested from you from this lady who sits here. The one who started playing music and told them to try to play music to mess my video up.
What information? Sorry, I didn't.
All the same stuff you wrote for yourself,
Oh.
I want it for her as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it?
Okay.
Easy enough. All right, cool. I'm out of here. You guys have a good day.
You too.